Wow.
Hi, it's your girl Kendell, Lenice, and welcome to Konversations. I'm so excited about our show today. I have some extroverts here with me, so they are not shy. I'm just going to let you know right now. I just got finished saying you're probably the only guest I'm going to have or have had that you're not going to be shy as far as being in front of the camera. For those of you that for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, welcome to Konversations. I do this live every Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm a life coach, motivational speaker, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But my main goal is to inspire and uplift and encourage people to live their dreams. So I have this platform so people can share their journeys and their stories. So tonight we will discuss dreams, passions, and goals, my favorite topics. We all have things we are passionate about. We all have dreams that we would love watch unfold in our lives. However, some of you may not be actively pursuing your dreams and goals. You have to put the work in to achieve greatness in all things. Whatever you have and what's for you, you need to claim it when it comes. You have to put in the hard work, achieve, and persevere in order for you to capture your dreams, because a dream and a goal are totally different. People say dreams and goals, but your dream is just you're dreaming. You're not really actively doing anything to make that dream a reality, but your goals are you set forth what you're going to do, and you have a timeline. You know what you're going to do, you know how you're going to approach the situation, and that's how your goals come true. So it's okay to dream, but if you're not doing anything with the dream, then what's the point?
Exactly.
So these ladies here, I had the pleasure of meeting. I don't even know how long ago. How long was the play?
Wow.
I don't even know.
That was
a couple months ago.
Yes.
Okay, a couple of months ago. Shout out to Broderick and the rest of the cast of Churches, Chances, and Choices.
Yes.
You guys heard me talk about it before. I gave you guys a shout out or told everyone about that, and somehow I ended up directing.
Yes. She was the director.
I was the director, Miss Director. But it was stage manager. I was getting food, everything. And that's the thing that we were talking about, in personalities and different things like that. So if you're ready for a moment to come, you have to have preparation in advance in order for something like that to happen. He asked me one day if I wanted to be the director, and the next day I was.
Exactly.
So I'm glad I had a little bit of this background.
Be ready.
Right, you have to. You have to. Okay, so this is Ursula Waters.
Hello.
And this is Tammi Rogers. So
Hi.
they are actresses, but there are many more things. And I know when I asked Tammi, well, what do you want to be referred as? Because you're a director too, and you have a lot of slashes, and so do you.
Yeah.
So would you consider yourself an actress?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like yes. First and foremost.
Okay.
So get out my
First
head.
and foremost.
Okay, so that's your first love, your
Yes.
first passion.
Yes.
Okay, so like I said, we're going to talk about passions. We're going to talk about dreams and goals. So welcome to Konversations.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes,
Thank you for
it
the
is.
invite.
Yes, and I'm
Yes.
so glad you guys came. This is going to be a fun show.
Yes,
it
Y'all
is.
look all happy.
I know,
so
right?
you're making me happy.
Yes.
That's all right. So
Is this my best side?
yes, that's your good side. The lighting is just right.
Yes, it is.
And Ursula and I were talking before the show started. It's like you have to have some type of extroverted, out there personality in order to be an actress.
Right, and like I was saying, I was not always like this.
Okay.
I remember being in school, I was bullied in school, I was quiet, I kept to myself. But then I realized as fluffy I became, people,
That's the way of putting it.
Right, and the only thing you could say about me was that I was fat. And at first,
Or huggable. I like huggable.
No, when they were bullying me,
Oh.
it was just I was fat.
Okay.
Now, of course, in the beginning, that hurt. It hurt like the dickens. But then it was like, you know what? What else you got to say? Okay, I'm fat, and say something else.
Right.
Well, you just fat. Okay. And when I start laughing at myself, I realized you can't come at me
Right.
with just one word.
Right.
You had to come at me, like they say, sticks and stones may break your bones, but the only thing you had was a pebble, and that didn't hurt. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
I guess for me, it's like the acting as I got older, I did The Wiz when I was in school. I did West Side Story, and it brought something.
Two of my favorites.
Oh,
Two of my favorites.
And I also played the evil witch in The Wiz, and I did an amazing job, by the way.
Did you say no bad news?
Did I?
Cause
Oh, I'm not gonna bust out. I'm not gonna bust out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
But it was something that I think I grew into because me being a shy person and to being the extrovert that I am, it's like you can't say anything to me because I can go into a place, I can become somebody else, and what I do is just like, it's amazing. I really enjoy acting. I really do.
And you can see it. You're passionate about it. So I wanted to ask you, and I want you to touch on that too, Tammy, but tell the people before we really get into it, where are you guys from?
Well, I've been born and raised here in Baltimore.
Be more.
Baltimore and a half.
I started off as a city girl. Now I'm a county girl.
She moved up.
And I have to say it correctly, Baltimore. It's like Baltimore.
So have you guys ever lived anywhere else?
No.
Okay, so you're pursuing your dreams and your passion here. Would you
Yes.
like to venture out?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so tell me,
But going back to when you said
Okay.
you have to be an extrovert.
okay.
That's not totally true.
Okay.
Because like Ursula just said,
Yeah.
she was an introvert
Yeah.
who became an extrovert.
Yeah.
But I've seen people who are, in my acting life, I've seen people who are totally introverted.
And then come alive.
But then you give them a character to
Yeah.
play, and they become a totally different person.
That's true.
And then they go back into their
That's
show.
very true.
So you can be
That's
an
true.
introvert and still be an
Yeah.
actor.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. And when I was saying extrovert, I mean like you have to be able to perform
Yes.
and just totally
Yes.
transition and
Yes.
transform into
Because you have
someone
to
else.
expose yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be an actress, you have to let people in
Right.
and see
Right.
who you are.
Right.
So,
And I'm gonna just touch this real quick. You know how you see the shows on like Tyra Banks show? What is that? Model thing, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
America's Top.
Right.
Yeah.
And they say, well, you have to act like this. Well, I can't do this. And that used to burn me up. And I'm like, just let it go.
Right.
Let it go. I'm not
Right.
gonna do Frozen, but yeah.
And don't do Frozen.
I'm not
But I
gonna-
mean, I totally get what you're saying because believe it or not, people think that people don't know that I'm shy. People don't
Wow.
believe that I'm shy. I have seen
I
you
didn't
don't even
believe
believe
that.
I have
didn't believe
shy
that.
sides to me where sometimes I just want to lay back in the cut
wow.
and just kind of just observe and sit back there. It's so funny, but I have an acting background. I've been acting since I was a little kid, gone to drama school and theater arts and Elma Lewis School of Fine Arts, and I've done that my whole entire life. And some people don't even know. If they've come to some of my performances, they know, but some people don't even know.
Wow.
Because sometimes I am chilled.
Yes.
I wouldn't go as far as say I'm an introvert because I am outgoing, but I have another side where I'm like, dang, I didn't even know you were here. So I think it's when you transform to
Yes.
be something, and you have to have a passion and you have to kind of love what you do. So I love the movie Brown Sugar. Sanaa Lathan, I'm going to talk about her later.
I like it.
And so I'm going to kind of flow into my Sanaa Lathan for a moment.
Okay.
Instead of when did you fall in love with hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
when did you fall in love with acting? Tammy, you start.
Well, I went to my first play. I was 3 years old, so I always blame my mother.
Okay. What play was that? Do you remember?
The Wiz.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good first play.
And I couldn't even sit in the seat, so she had to sit me up on her lap because the seat was so low and I was so little. And so I always blame everything on her. So it's your fault, mother. So, and then ever since then, I just been, we've been going to plays.
Wow.
We are play connoisseurs.
Wow.
We go to all the shows that come to town.
Wow.
Sometimes we go to New York and Broadway. We love it.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of got exposed to it.
Yeah.
And then when I was like 21, somebody asked me to be in a play they had written. And so we did it twice, 2 different times. And then I felt it. It was fun, but I always was a singer, so I always was on choirs, and then at church on choirs and things like that. And then I had a band when I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
Like that. So I sang in a band, and so I always was the singer. And then so acting the bug hadn't actually bitten me yet. So then when I started going to a church, they had a drama ministry, and I started doing a couple of plays with them. And then I was like, I could like this.
Yeah.
I really could like this. So then the more plays that I started doing, the more that the Lord started bringing more plays my
Yeah.
way. So as soon as I would finish one, then somebody would ask me to be in another one, then in another
Girl,
one.
that's the actor's
And
dream.
I just started going
Yeah.
on a roll. So I've been on a roll for years.
Wow.
now. It's like every time I finish a play, and then sometimes I'm in like right now, currently I'm in 3 different plays. Right
Wow. Well, I mean, I know you guys, some of you have seen their acting skills, and some of you may have not, but I'm here to tell you guys are really good. You're really like
Thank
that
you.
natural where it's not like, why is she up there acting? You know what I mean? It's like you're really good. Tammy was asked by Ursula just to come to the play, right?
Yes.
Broderick's play.
Well, I didn't even know she was in it.
Yeah, she didn't know I was in it. It's just so
Yeah.
happened when she walked through the door.
I saw her.
And she was like,
and
yeah,
I was like, you in
he
this?
called her 2 minutes probably like, until you come down and be in this place. She was like,
So she had a 2-minute warning. And when I tell you her piece, she got up on stage like she spent the months rehearsing.
Yes.
She got up there. My daughters were like, dang, she was one of the best ones. And she just walked from the audience up to the stage. So, but that's just talent. And that's just
Thank
like I
God.
was saying, that preparation. You've already been preparing. You're already ready. You're good at what you do. You have the skill and you just brought it.
It's definitely a gift, and I thank God every day for it.
So what about you, Ursula? When did you fall in love with acting?
I'm gonna say when I was in high school, like I said, we first did The Wiz. It was so funny because
That's so funny that you said the Wiz.
Wiz.
So
Right.
was the Wiz your first play?
my first
And
play.
that's the first
First
play
play I
you
saw.
saw.
First play.
Isn't that something?
And
Yeah.
I was not cast as the lead witch. I was not. It was someone else. I'm not sure. I think she got mad for some reason. She was a very pretty girl, but he cast her as the witch. And she just blew off, and he was like, I'm in the back seat. I'm melting. They was like, come here. I was like, what? It's like, you going to do the witch part. I was like, okay. And when I did it, they said, oh, you're real good. And I was like, I can learn to love this. Then the next year we did West Side Story. And this is all at Mergenthaler, Mervo Mustangs,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Gotta represent. We did West Side Story, and it was so funny because I played a spick, and my best
Oh,
friend
wow.
was my girlfriend. I played a dude, you know. And then there were a lot of dudes in acting.
So you be the dude.
I was the dude, and my best friend was my girlfriend. She had to slap me. It was supposed to be, you know, that type of feel. But she didn't see her mother in the audience. So instead of her,
Oh, she was mad.
she was mad. It was, and I was like, oh, I'm still acting. Like, I can't remember the name, but it was like, dang, she really hit you. And I said, yeah, she did. I really felt it. But and the thing was, it didn't bother me because I know she wasn't mad at me.
Right.
It was the fact that she didn't see her
Yeah.
mother. Her mother was coming in, but
Yeah.
she didn't see her.
Yeah.
When I did the West Side Story, after that, I was like, you know what? I got to get into it.
But you're supposed to put your emotion and that feeling
Yes.
in that role
Exactly.
anyway. So she really did. I mean, I'm sorry, you got slapped, but
Yes.
she really did what she was supposed to do to bring
She
that
drew from
character
her
out.
experience.
Right, exactly.
And then-
her emotion.
I say probably like 12 or 13. It's been more than 15 years. It could be 15 years. I started going to MLCC, Maximum Life Christian Church, and my pastor, at the time she wasn't a pastor, she wrote a play, 2 Ways to Tell Your Man's a Dog or something like that. And I was like, man,
Just
that's a-
2 ways.
well, it was a couple of ways.
Okay.
No, my mind is gone. But it was a play, and I walked up to her. I would like to be in your place. And what she said to me, okay. But she said everybody said they want to be in her place, but they never stick to it.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I'm so dedicated to the point. If you give me something to do, I'm going to stick to it. I'm gonna put my
I
mind
witnessed
to it.
that.
You know,
I witnessed
and
that with you.
It's to me when I did everything. I did every play that she's done at MLCC when she had the theater on 25th Street, and I thank God for her because she helped me enlighten myself and help
Hone
bring
your craft.
Yes, and I didn't go to school for it, and that's one thing. Like, you need to go to school for it, and
Me neither.
right, and I said it's hard to try to go to school and concentrate because they give you math, science. What do I need all of that for? I just want to hone in on my craft. I want to get the gist of the juice of it and everything, but.
So neither one of you have taken theater classes?
No, ma'am.
See, that's
And
here to
now
tell.
I've taken workshops.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
workshops.
I think
but
they're
to
important.
To
but
actually
to sit in there.
take acting classes, that's like
And go through the
that's
whole
on my
school
list
film.
of goals.
See, that's good. I started taking classes when I was like a little kid. In Boston, Massachusetts, it was a place called Elma Lewis Fine Arts, School of Fine Arts. So it was like fame, but it was like after school and
Yeah.
everything. So I did that. And it's so funny, then you don't even realize that's just a part of your life.
Yes.
So then you start doing, I think I was in my first play, dag, I had to be like maybe second or third grade.
Wow.
So then it just went up. Oh, and I played Beneatha and Raisin in the
Raisin
Sun.
in the
That was one of my favorite roles.
Right.
But yeah,
that
it's
was the second play. I
right.
saw.
Oh, see, isn't that something?
That's
and
the
then
second
and
play
then
I
they
saw.
had it. They redid it on Broadway. I saw that. I loved it. But it's so, and I just wanted people to know, although I went to school for acting, that doesn't make me a better actor. They didn't go to school, so that doesn't make sure that you have the skill. Because if you have it, you have it.
Yeah.
That's how I know it's a gift.
Exactly.
That's how I know it's a gift.
Exactly. The only thing that school does is it only can pull what you have.
Yes.
So if you don't have it, you can go to 99 years of school and it does nothing.
Yep.
It does, and it makes. Sometimes when people go to school, I see it. It makes them too structured. Like it's. Well, I'm a method actor.
Yeah,
I'm doing
exactly.
mine, and it's like you don't even seem real.
And it's so funny because I
Yes.
tried out for Baltimore School for the Arts and
Did
I
you?
got turned down. I actually went for dance and theater. And at the time, Verna Day, rest her soul, she was my mentor, my coach at the time. And I got turned down.
Isn't that something?
And as you know what, I was like, maybe it's not for me. And I actually was going to turn myself away from it
Oh,
because
wow.
I liked
Glad
it
you
then.
did.
I'm so glad I didn't. Because I said, I was telling Tammy the other day, I said, it's something bigger out there for us.
Yes.
And it's coming. I know
Yeah.
God, I said, like I was telling, I have to sit back and let God take control. I have to let Him say.
And that's
I'm
with
the
all
job.
things. It's
Yes.
with all things.
Well, he told me sit down.
Yeah.
He told me have several.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And he pulled him out. Because
Yes.
this is the thing, like, just like you're saying, people always give up right before
Or-
the blessing is about
Yes.
to
It's
explode.
around the corner,
yeah, and
right?
people do because
Yeah.
you have to be prepared for anything in life. You have to be ready.
Yes.
And you have to be tested. You have to be tried.
Yes.
God has to see that you're true
And you
and
have
you're
to pass.
serious
Yes.
and you have to pass because you're tested sometimes and you don't even know it's a test. So the acting in that acting world, it's a tough business.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you can't prepare and you can't be ready before you even really jump in, then how you gonna last? You're gonna last
Exactly.
5 minutes. So God has to build you and build you and build
Yes.
you. And look how many plays and acting jobs you guys have under your belt.
Yes.
So would you consider yourselves professional actresses?
Yes.
Yes.
I know that's
Yes.
right. And why are you a professional actress? Like,
I-
why do you consider yourself
I
that?
say because of the due diligence
Okay.
that we've done over the
Perfect,
years.
yeah.
We put in our time. We've grind.
Yes.
We've done play after play after play. We've perfected the craft to the point, like you said, where I'm beginning to see now where I thought everybody had it. Because
no.
you're around a lot of actors when you do a lot of
And
plays.
everyone is so.
And and everybody is so this
Right.
and so that. But you think, for the longest time, I thought everybody could do this.
That's what a lot of people
Yeah.
say about their gifts.
Yeah,
They
and
think
so I'm learning now
Yeah.
that
It's a special
it's
gift.
not everybody.
It's
can
just
do
like a
this.
comedian. I was telling her, I thought.
well,
she was
honey,
a
you could have turned on the TV and saw that everybody can
well,
do it.
yeah,
Okay, all right.
That too.
It's just like I'm sorry. I thought everybody was a comedian because I actually thought she was a comedian. When she said no, honey, I said, but it's just the fact that we're so funny, and she even thought that I was.
Yeah,
I
you
said,
guys are very funny.
But for me trying to be a comedian, I'll be scared as the dickens to get on stage. And don't ask me why. It's just something you gotta sit there like, I'm gonna tell a joke.
But you're but right. But just naturally,
Yeah.
It's funny.
you guys are comedians naturally. So that's why it seems so real and seems so
So
natural.
genuine.
Because when you walked up on the stage, people started laughing
I know.
because
She had that look.
right, you had that look. So do you guys act for just the love of the art, the love of the craft, or do you act in hope to make it big and get paid one
Both.
day? Okay.
Both. Because
Okay, and that I'm glad you said that.
Because my thing is,
Yeah.
we in this industry when you it's a lot of plays that we've been in and we don't get paid for it. I love to act.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you ask me to be in a play,
Yeah.
or we're not gonna pay you. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still
Yeah.
in it. But of course, we're looking for that one big break.
Yeah.
Look, I need you to come with me because your skills and your talent is what I'm looking for.
what I'm looking for.
And it
it's-
happens every day.
Yes,
Mhm.
because they're looking for new talent every day.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I used to always feel because of my weight, it was a problem.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Well, I like to say huggable. I don't know what you guys like it to be called or referred as, other than wonderful shining stars that you are.
Big
I
and
don't think
beautiful,
people-
baby.
Right, okay, big and beautiful. That will work, okay? So tell me how it is. What is the struggle like? Because you hear about the struggle with skinny people. You hear about the struggle with brown skin actors, light skin actors, actors with natural hair, actors with weaves. You hear just black actors in general. You hear about the stereotypes. You hear about the biases and all of that. So tell me what it's like to be a plus size actress. Like what's that struggle like, or is it a struggle?
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Okay.
It's in everything. Everything is going to be a struggle. No matter, like, you could be the skinniest person in the world. You talk to a skinny person, she has struggles.
Yeah.
Talk to a heavy person, she has struggles.
My daughter, she's a skinny one.
Yeah,
and she does.
and they still have struggles.
Yeah.
So trust me, it's going to be a struggle no matter what size you are.
Right.
But the struggle is real, and the struggle is you will have a tendency, if you are on the heavy side, to be typecast.
Okay. As a funny girl.
As a funny girl, as the fat funny girl,
Or the friend.
or big mama. You know, like for me, I get a lot of mama parts, and I'm like, when I'm gonna play a hoe in a red dress,
Right, with some red lipstick and nails, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Because you can be a vixen, you can be
Yes.
sexy,
I was like, hey.
you can be the
You know,
object of desire.
Exactly.
Right.
But it depends on that playwright.
Right,
Can they see that in their vision?
right.
You
Is
know.
their vision bigger than the stereotype?
Exactly.
So how does that make you feel when you're typecast as the funny chick or the best friend?
In the beginning, I was like I said, I'm not gonna make it. I'm tired of being somebody's best friend sitting in the background. Girl, I'm over here eating chicken, and it's like
You got a bowl of ice cream. in
bowl of
front
ice
you,
cream.
right?
I'm eating something, but it's like I don't want to be that person.
Right.
I want to be somebody you can like respect in the business, and it's like, you know what, we want her, because even though she may be fluffy, that's a new word, that we want her. I mean, she can play any part, anything. And I remember when I was doing a play. Please forgive me, my mind slips me. I was actually a vixen.
But she can remember those lines.
I
though.
can remember the lines. I sure can. But I actually played. But I wasn't in a red dress. I was in a black and white dress.
Oh, she played the vixen.
Okay.
And it was so much fun.
So you were
because
the sex symbol? You were
Yes,
the
I
object?
was.
Okay, all right.
I stole somebody's man, girl.
Uh-oh. But this is the thing. To me, acting is a part of the real world.
Yes.
And there are biases against people that don't look like the average person that whomever made up in their head. And I think that has to stop just in the real world first, and to see that you have to see somebody for who they are and their talent.
Yes.
Like in the acting world, you have to see, I guess, past the fluff
Yes.
and into the character of the person, literally.
Right.
Well, what has helped me is that I'll never forget the first play I actually was the star of was in 2010, and it was called Why Me?
Okay.
And the playwright, I knew, me and the playwright, we worked on the same job, and he came to me, gave me the script, and he was like, I really think you can play this because, I want you to play my wife, blah, 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 blah. We're going to go
That's
through
right.
these
I
struggles.
know that's right.
We're going to go through these struggles and
that's
this, that, and the other. And what made it so strange was that I think I'm like 9 or 10 years older than he was. But because he looked older, it's like nobody could tell that we weren't matched, So, and we played it so believably that I remember after the play, another playwright met up with me, and she was like, that was your husband that played in that play, right? And I was like, no.
But that's how it was on the Jeffersons. I don't know if you guys know,
Yup,
but she was like
older
20
than-
years
yes,
older than he was.
She sure was.
But people didn't know,
No,
and they
tell.
played
Exactly.
that part. Yeah.
So because of him putting me in that lead role, it made me really spread my wings.
Yeah.
And so now I've had several lead roles
and
since
did it
then.
give you the extra confidence?
Yes. And
Yeah.
so it gave me that confidence, like, see, you don't only have
Yeah.
to be in the background or, like you said, the best
Yeah.
friend or just the person on the side in
Yeah.
the back eating all the time.
Yeah.
So that gave me a lot of confidence. So
See, and I think that's important. And
Yes.
if it mocks real life, there's a lot of men that find bigger
Yes.
women attractive.
yes.
I mean, I'm sure you guys never starved for a man or a date, right? So I would think that would be, how it should be. That's what it would be. So what are your struggles with being a plus size actress? And do you? I know I asked Tammy. Did she see it as a struggle? But do you see it as a struggle?
Not anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Okay.
like before
I've
because
overcome it now.
I've overcame that
Yeah.
because at one point in time it was like I would go for a role. You got the right talent, but the look is just off.
Yeah.
Off. What's off about my look? But you know what? That role wasn't for me. I realized I gotta keep moving on.
Right.
And like she said, she had lead roles. So have I. And it's so funny because the role, I remember when I did a play called Tears in My Eyes, so long ago. We did that at the Lyric. And I had a lead role. And I didn't think, I played somebody.
Wait, let me just stop you. For those of you that don't know, I know because a lot of people listening, they're not from Baltimore.
Okay, yes.
So the Lyric is not a backwoods type of playhouse. Let's be clear. It's the Lyric Opera House.
Yes.
So that's a major venue in Baltimore.
Yes,
it's
it
not a black venue.
No.
It's not in the chicken, the chicken and waffle
Chitlin
circle.
circuit.
It's not the
Chitlin
Chitlin circuit. Like
Right.
that's major.
Yes.
Right.
So you just brush back past that, but I wanted to just bring it because you're here in Baltimore, so you know. But some people don't know.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You know?
I do apologize. I am from Baltimore. I should, but
Why
sometimes
you apologize? Oh,
because I didn't bring it up.
Okay,
I didn't
you said I
say.
apologize. I'm from Baltimore. I just wanted.
No, because
okay.
I suppose the
Got
Lyric
you.
Opera House.
Got you,
But
right.
when I did the
Yeah.
play at the Lyric, I played someone's mother. But they was like, "You did such a one." And even with being the mother, it's like the emotion roller coaster that I had to go through.
Yeah.
Everybody is not able to do that, but
Yeah.
I've overcame the fact you're not looking for me. Okay, I can move on. I'll find somebody else who is looking for me.
That's
and
right.
it's always, like she said, it's always somebody knocking at the door. Somebody is always doing a play. Somebody's always looking for a different talent, not what you see the blonde bombshell fake
Right.
down your bag, all this.
Right.
So I'm grateful that doors are opening, and I know God is going to open that bigger door
That's
that
right.
we are waiting for. So.
Amen.
That's right. Because, and a lot of people don't know, and aspiring actresses out there, if you're looking to get your first role or you just got your first role or you're trying to venture into this to see if you like this, you have to actually think like Ursula said. You have to know what's out there for you, and you're going to get it. Because you're going to hear more, you're going to hear more times than you would care to want to hear it.
Exactly.
But it doesn't mean that you're not talented. It doesn't mean that you're not the one, because you already know you're the one. So you have to carry it like, oh, I know I'm the one. I'm just not the one for them, and that's okay.
That's right.
Because if you start out with a defeated mind before you start, you're never going to make it in this business, and you're never going to make it in life.
Right.
So you really have to be confident, and you have to know your worth, and you have to know your talent. And if you want to go to school, if you don't want to go to school, it doesn't matter, because you can learn on your own.
Right.
You can learn. I mean, now with the internet, like you can take a class online.
That's right.
Or you can look at technique. You can do, or you can just go out and try.
That's right.
Isn't it like the union or something? What is it? I know your SAG. You want to get a
Yeah.
SAG? I want to get the SAG card. I'm pushing
Okay.
towards that. That's like my goal. Now,
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. AFTRA.
But you
SAG.
can get in there as long as you've been a paid actress. You can get your SAG card.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and I do have to plug that.
And all that points. And all
That's
that.
the Screen Actors Guild, for those of you that you don't know.
Yes, and I have a plug for the upcoming movie Concussion.
Okay.
I am starring with Will Smith December the 25th.
Do they show you?
I was
Do you
sitting,
have that?
I better
All
say, I
right.
was sitting right behind
All
him, looking
right.
at his feet.
She said sitting right behind.
All right. And
Yeah.
that's, then tell them again when it's coming out.
It's coming out December the 25th.
It looks like a great movie.
It is. Well, yes. I want to be there when they screen it. You know, you walk down the red carpet like
red carpet.
So you can put on your resume that you work with Will
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
I know,
And
that's
it's
right.
so funny, and I brag about this story because when we did the shooting for that scene that I did, they said we can't bring out cameras, you can't talk to the actors, leave them alone, don't say nothing. I
Yeah.
said, okay, I'm gonna respect it because I know they're working.
And did they film that in Baltimore?
No, it was in Philly.
Okay.
And it was so funny because they said don't talk to nobody. We sitting there, and the girl was like, "How well?" And he was like, "How you doing?" And I'm sitting there looking at him like, "Oh my gosh, it's Will Smith." And he was like, "And you are?" I said, "I'm Ursula from Baltimore." He said, "Be more in the house."
You know, Jay's wife, you know, because Jada, you already got a, affinity for
But
her.
I was so
She is
excited
the best.
because when I felt like I was something. I know people ain't think it's girl, you somebody, but I felt like I was really somebody because he introduced himself to me and asked me who I was.
Yeah.
Wow.
That felt so. I
Right.
was like so ecstatic.
Yeah.
And I'm not starstruck, but it was just the fact that when he did that, I was like, okay, you know what? He's cool.
Right.
I appreciate something.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yes.
hey, Will.
And that's good to hear.
Yes.
Because he seems that way, so
Yes.
that's good to hear.
Yes.
So are you an extra? Do you have a speaking part?
I was an extra.
That's all right, girl, because somebody...
But I'm gonna move on now.
That's right. Girl,
Gotta start somewhere.
Yes.
Gotta start somewhere.
it was so funny because people don't think extras are parts, but doggone it, they're parts.
Yes.
Even if you were like, just an understudy.
Right.
That is something.
That's still a part, right? There are no small
Can
parts
I tell
in Hollywood.
a real quick story about an understudy?
Yes.
I went to audition for a play a couple of years ago, and it was by Crystal L. Bass.
Okay.
And it was Ain't No Love Like a Mother's Love.
Oh, okay, I've heard of that.
And so, you get the Dear John letter, you didn't get the part, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay, no problem. I'm going to keep, moving on. And so, come to find out, this is God. This is what God will do for you when you're obedient. Next thing I know, Crystal came to another play that I was in. And in the play that I was in, we had Deatra Hicks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she can sing.
So, come to find out, Deatra Hicks was in Crystal's play. So when Crystal came to see, she was like, "Oh, Tammy, that was why you didn't get the part, is because I gave, I was able to get Deatra."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, is that the only reason why?"
Right. That's a good reason.
I feel good.
Right. That's a good reason.
I feel good. And then I had to end up. Then she ended up bringing me on to be the understudy for Deatra.
Oh, that's all right.
And then she gave me a walk-on role because
That's
her
all
play
right.
was at the Lyric.
Hello,
too.
Opera House.
And so I was able to do a
That's
walk-on
right.
in her play.
And that's
so
all right.
I was like, oh my goodness, to go from that Dear John, let her know, to then on the stage.
And
It's
Deatra
like,
Hicks is
my
she's in a lot of plays.
Yes.
She's in
actually
a lot
coming
of
to
plays.
Baltimore on the 27th.
Yep, on the 27th.
I think I saw that.
Yes.
So you guys, when you get your small roles and you're offered the opportunity, you got to crawl before you walk.
Yes.
So don't think that it is a possibility. I'm not shooting down anybody's dream. It is a possibility the first time you act, you can work with Will Smith.
Yes.
I mean, I believe in aiming high and thinking big. But there are no small parts. It's so funny because I got a text the other day. And one of my friends was like, "I just saw you at the soup kitchen." I said, "I'm at work. I ain't at the soup kitchen." Girl, I was extra on the wire. I was on the wire, and I was back there. They kept showing me, girl, I was eating the food. Because you already know with acting, if you're not in acting or if you hear about it, or if you're not in the theater world, but they're like 2001 takes.
Yes.
So they put this food in front of me and in front of everyone. And that was the first time. So the first time everybody's tearing it up because it's hot. It's good. By like take 260, you had to fake it. So you like, this macaroni is good. So you're just like eating it. So it's so funny. I look up, I'm like, and they see me at the food kitchen. So I totally forgot. I think that was like in 2005 or 6 or something. But I was like, I ain't at the food. I'm at work. Like, what you talking about? Like, I'm like, dad, did he think that I was, I needed a meal? Like, did he really think that it was me? Not that nothing's wrong with that, but I'm like, no, I totally forgot. But it's so funny because I got so many calls. Like, I know people got a twin, but was that you? And that was extra. I ain't open my mouth.
I understand.
Yes.
But every role builds your resume,
Yes.
wouldn't you say?
Yes, it does.
So do you
It
guys,
does.
are there any roles that you turn down?
Yes.
Okay, what type of roles do you turn down?
It depends on the playwright, because some people
Okay.
have sent me their scripts and I'm just looking at it like, this is not ready.
Okay.
And so
The play is not ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
in
got
my
you.
opinion,
Okay.
I'm reading it and I'm like, oh no, I can't be a part of this. Or I get the script.
Oh, we
and
had
it's a
somebody
whole-
in our play that said that.
Yeah,
And
that's
she
not
rolled
right.
out.
or I get the script and there's a whole bunch of cursing in it.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this not for me.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
And I think that's admirable.
Yes.
I do. I really do. When you can turn down a role and you're not worrying about if that's your big break role.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if it was, you would do it. If it was meant for you, it would be exactly how you expected it to be. So
Right,
do you
exactly.
turn down roles?
I have. It was actually a couple. So far, I think it was only been like a couple plays. One, it wasn't really last minute, but it was last minute notice for me. And it's like, you know what, you give me. And then the play was basic for one woman, and just to do that and trying to make sure that I'm playing the part, I said I'm not gonna be able to give you what you're looking for. And it's not always like you said.
Right.
Sometimes it's the words.
They're big words.
And
sometimes.
it could be the playwright or the
Right.
play is not ready, but I wasn't ready. And so for me being honest, he said, well, I thank you for that, because he can find somebody else who can do it at the moment that he needed it done, and it was just like impossible. And like Tammy said, she's doing 3 plays. I've done
Wow.
2 plays at one
Wow.
time, and I can't imagine doing 3 plays at one time, because I'm like, look,
How do you remember the lines for 3 plays? Even 2?
That's because
Even 1? You read about it?
That's because you have to focus
Okay.
when you
And you work,
when
right?
get
Full
that-
time?
Yeah, but when you do that super fine focus on it and you know what character that you're playing, your lines almost come
Oh,
to
wow.
you, because when I embrace a character, I really embrace it, and I really dig deep into what I can bring to the character to make it truthful, because that's all acting is
Right,
truth.
right.
What is your truth?
So are you allowed to have your artistic freedom? Are you allowed to kind of improvise in some of the
Yes.
roles?
Yes.
I always
Yes.
think that that's important.
Oh,
It is, because sometimes I know it's like the line may say the cat jumped over the cow. You be like, oh, you know, the cat ran over to the cow. You like, oh, the cat jumped over the cat. What is? It's like, you know what? Just take your time. The cat jumped over the cow, and it's like you can say it like you said. You become this person. I think I'm saying it in the wrong way, but improv is like one of my best features or one of my best talents, because I can come up something like this
That is a
really,
gift.
really quick, and it's like, let's do it now. And it's like, do what? What we gonna do? I got you. I don't know, but sometimes I don't remember the line verbatim. They say as long as you can get the gist or the meat of the line, go with what you know and,
Right.
and keep it going, because like the
And it makes the playwright look better.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, they
Like,
came
it
up
makes
with
it
that.
real. It
right,
makes it real.
right.
Makes it-
Sometimes they say
makes
you
it
don't.
real for you.
The audience does not know what
Right.
we're supposed
Yeah,
to
they
do.
don't know the
We
lines.
know what we're supposed to do,
And they don't know when you mess up.
Exactly.
Unless you say,
Exactly.
oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's like the
Not
big
supposed to
giveaway.
tell 'em.
Right, right. I messed up.
Like I meant to drop that whole cup of water.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you guys have been talking about a lot, or you ladies, I should say, been talking about a lot of plays. So
Yes.
is that where your main work comes from? A lot of theater, or would you consider yourself theater actors, or just is that where the blessings come from?
I would
right
consider myself a theater actor. I'm just now getting into film. I've just shot my first scene.
now? Oh,
It's
congratulations!
called, it's Roosevelt Jackson's Life According to Rashida, and we're having a big red carpet and all that on October the 10th, and at the Arc in DC.
Oh,
wow.
Is
So
that?
I shot my first scene.
Wait a minute. Is it about domestic violence?
Yeah.
I'm going.
Are
My
you?
guest last week was, she's in it.
Wow.
Oh, because I'm like, when you said the art, because I've done a play there. That place is wonderful.
Yes,
Really?
yes.
I love that place.
Yes, I just joined it. Well, he just gave me an offer to join his Team Blaze.
When?
Well, he just, I mean, that happened back in the early summer.
That is so
and he gave me
funny.
the offer to join
Because
his team.
you said the
Team
title, and I'm
Blaze.
like, okay, it sounds familiar. Then when you said the art, the lady, if you go back and look at last week's show, she's a domestic violence conqueror, I would like to say, and she is playing herself in the movie.
Oh, good.
Oh, so I will see you there. So you gotta come.
Yeah, I'm gonna come.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there.
So that's wonderful. So
Yes.
what role are you playing?
I have a small part. I'm with
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
hey.
sorry. Hey, we just told the people they're no small
I have
part.
a nice role.
I have a role.
I have a role.
Right.
and-
Come on now.
And we're like at the kitchen table, and the lady that I'm in the scene with, her name is Rodrika. And she's like telling me she just got out of jail, and it's like, and I'm trying to console her, and so it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
And that was
wonderful.
they just happened to call me, and they was like, "Are you available this Friday? Let's go shoot this
Yeah.
scene." Boom. I was like, "Sure,
Yes.
I'm there."
And that's what I try to make sure. It's like, if you're going to shoot, let me make sure I can move stuff around, because
Yeah.
I want to be a part of this.
Well, that's how I know it's
Yeah,
God, because
that's
when
right.
it comes and
It's
I'm
natural.
open,
Yeah.
I know. I was like, yes, it's meant for me to do this
Yeah.
because my schedule's open
Yeah.
and everything, and I can accommodate.
I know that's right.
So-
That's wonderful.
My meat and potatoes come from theater.
Okay.
Yes.
But I,
So
like
you
she
have
said,
paid
just-
acting jobs.
Yes.
All right.
But I'm getting, like
Yes.
she said, I'm getting into film, and
Yeah.
I've done short films around Baltimore, working with Love Star Entertainment, Tony Bones, shout out. I know I'm putting plugs in it.
No, that's
everywhere.
okay. That's okay. That's what we do on
I
Conversations.
know, right? But I do want to do more film, because, like you said, even though you're there all day, I'm not the type of person who's going to complain about being there all day, because
Right.
one, this is my passion,
Yeah.
this is my goal,
Yes.
my desire, the talent God has blessed me with. So I don't mind sitting for 20 hours,
And especially if
on
they
a
have
hard
craft services
bench.
or some,
And I say that because y'all know what I'm talking about. December the 25th. Watch it.
So let me ask you. I'm a woman of a certain age. I think you guys are women of a certain age. The reason why I'm asking this, because I'm all about, there's no age to do this. There's no age to do that. There's no limit to achieve goals or
That's
to
true.
conquer anything that
That's
you
true.
want. So I really want the people to know if you are of a certain age, because you guys seem like you're just getting your feet wet.
Yes.
So if you guys are a certain age, if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and so on and so on and so on, and you want to become an actress or you want to do whatever you want in life, you can do that.
Yes.
Don't let anyone tell you that you can't because you've reached 40. Child, please.
Exactly.
You know, and people always say, oh, well, you're not nervous or scared. Well, yeah. But you got to go after. You can't let your nerves and you can't let certain things stop you from doing it.
This
you
is
don't
just the
stop.
beginning.
Right, exactly.
This is
You
just
don't
the
stop
beginning.
because you hit a certain age and you stop
they need
pursuing
people to play all
Hello,
ages.
because that's what I was going to say. When I turn on the TV, I see young people, old people, challenged people.
And if you're good and you have a nice range that you can be.
Right.
Because I played like 60 and 70-year-olds. And I played 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
And I ain't even going to tell you my age.
Right.
That's so
certain
funny
age.
because I actually did a play. Shout out to Howard G. Never Could Have Made It. And I played a groupie. Yeah, never could have made it, never could have paid it, something like that. I played a groupie. And the groupie, the person I was a groupie to was my own son. And it was so funny because when, at the end, they could not imagine, because me and my
But you got your fly haircut and all of that, so
and they're like, how are you? I'm like 22
and a half. You got to make it real.
and a half. But it was so funny because when I was his groupie, it was like, y'all would not believe who's mother and son. And when they come out, they say, oh my gosh, no. It was like, yeah, that's my son.
But I think
they don't realize that.
See, and I think that's important for your longevity in this business.
Yeah.
And people just don't see you as one thing.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
so who are some of your faves in this business? If you were to pick, some faves.
Me? No, I'm just
Outside of Ursula and Tammy. Who would you pick? And it can be in the theater world. It can be.
Well, my all-time favorite is Cicely Tyson.
Okay. All right.
I really love her.
Well, we already, her range is, she was playing Miss Jane Pittman when she
Way
was
back when,
young.
right?
When she went to, I think when she went to the Oscars or one of those, and she was fly, like she wasn't Miss Jane
And it was
Pittman.
like, what? Is
Right.
she that young? Even now, to look at her now, she doesn't look like
She looks
in her
beautiful.
90s.
No, but she plays a lot of roles that are older than she is,
Yes.
and she does them well. I
Love
mean, we
it.
don't even need to
Love
go on
it.
about Cicely Tyson.
I
If you
love
don't
it.
know who she is, you need to pull that
love
rug
it.
up.
I
Or
love
get
it.
from under that rock.
Right.
Okay, who's your favorite? And I was going to ask you why,
I
but
don't
we
need
already
to see
know.
no-
Exactly.
No caption.
Right.
needed. No caption needed.
I honestly do not know because it's such a variety of I can say Angela Bassett.
Okay.
I know she's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Because she can be diverse. She can and Lynn Winfield. She's
she's good.
Another one.
I love her. You
Yeah.
know, she
Lynn
plays
Winfield,
the
yes.
Zara. She does Diane Carroll. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's
Diane
so
Carroll,
many.
yes.
I don't
Yeah.
want to put nobody out there. Even like Taraji P. Henson. I love her.
Yeah,
too.
I love her.
And,
But you mentioned Diane Carroll. With Diane Carroll, there's that stereotype again. Because if you guys remember the movie Claudine, they said she was too pretty and proper to play a woman on welfare. So they weren't going to
Y'all
give her
remember
that
that?
role. I'm really
Yes.
telling my age. I'm talking about
Yes.
Claudine.
I remember
Y'all
that.
feel bad. My young kids watch Claudine.
I
So.
remember that.
But they told her because she was too pretty and she was too well spoken that she doesn't look like a welfare mother.
Yep.
So, and look how well she did in that movie.
Exactly.
So it doesn't
And
matter, but they've
I
been
saw that a couple years
stereotypes.
ago,
Yeah. Forever. You just saw the movie a couple years
Yes.
ago?
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because I love James Earl.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones.
Except that
and Morgan-
taco meat he had on
Yeah,
there.
I don't
get with that. Yeah.
cover that up.
It was
James
too
Earl
much.
Jones and like Morgan Freeman. I like those two men actors, and like Morgan Freeman reminds me of my dad.
Right.
This is Morgan Freeman, and I try to imitate people, but I cannot do a good job. But no, I like them.
And it's funny because acting really, like we were talking about, is truly a gift.
Yeah.
And it appears to be easy for some people.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, all they're doing is getting on there and saying some lines. But would you say that it's difficult
It's very difficult.
Yes.
to do that? Because you're making somebody
you have to
believe
go
you're
to
someone
a
that you're
place-
not. Right.
That's because you have to go to a place that everybody can't go.
Yeah.
You have to go inside of
Yeah.
yourself and first of all not be judgmental of the character that
Right.
you're playing.
And I hear a lot of
No
actors
judgment.
say that.
Just play the character.
Yeah.
Then you got to be truthful to yourself. Like, how can I approach this
Yeah.
and really be believable?
Yeah.
You know, and so many people just
So
they don't
everybody-
get it.
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah.
go
Everybody
there.
don't get it.
Everybody can't act
That's why
pretty.
it's bad
They
acting.
can't be smart.
Yeah.
They can't be talented. They can't do what I do. But I just do that because everybody cannot do that.
No.
If you try to ask somebody, say, just do what she just did.
They're going to be like,
like stiff and like I
Right.
can't do it. So you're right. Everybody cannot go
No.
there. Everybody is not invited. Everybody
Right.
do not have that golden pass. Do not have that golden pass.
but this is the thing about acting. Would you say acting is about like subtleties? It's
Yes.
about facial expressions.
Yes.
It's about body language.
Yes.
And I
It's
think
all of
of
that.
like when I think of that, and to me, there are two people. Of course, there are a lot more, but there's two people that I think about that act their face off without saying a word, and that's Sanaa Lathan and Kerry
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Like they
Yes.
can walk in a room and they're like
Yes.
everything that you need to know is
Yes.
in
On
their
their
body, in their
face.
face.
Because their body is the
Yes,
instrument.
right, and that's what
That
people
you
don't
use.
understand. You can
Exactly.
act your butt off without saying
Without
nothing.
saying
word.
nothing.
And they think about her, Kerry
right.
Washington and Scandal,
Yes.
and Sanaa and anything.
Yes.
Like you feel her. I don't know if you guys seen the
Yes.
last movie, The
You know, I
Perfect
just
Guy.
saw The Perfect
Yes.
Guy.
Ooh-wee.
You know, I saw that.
And just
still gonna
her
see that.
face. But it was so good. But I say that with her, with a lot of movies, it's just that. And like we were speaking of the Perfect Guy, and I talked about going last Friday because I went to go see it last Friday. But talking about that stereotypes, and because typically we talked about overweight or plus size or fluffy actresses, just like villains and good guys.
Yep.
And I love the fact because for some reason in black movies, even white movies, they make the light-skinned person the good guy,
Right.
and they make the darker complected or the dark-skinned guy the bad guy.
Right.
Like that, the black guy is evil. The dark-skinned guy, because they're both black, the dark-skinned guy is evil, and the light-skinned guy is the knight in shining armor.
Right.
Yes.
But I love the fact that
They
Michael
switched
Ealy
Yes.
behind was cray cray.
Yes, he
Okay,
was cray-cray.
so you ladies
To
that
the
haven't
10th
seen it or
power.
you've seen it, all you guys, all you girls, and guys too probably, I don't know, swooning over Michael Ealy and his beautiful eyes. Those eyes were crazy as I don't know what.
They were.
So I love the fact that they did that and not, Morris Chestnut with his, nice looking self,
Yes.
dark skin, that they didn't make him the villain.
Right.
Yes.
So they do that. Do you find that like with certain things, and both of you are, well, you're a little lighter than she is, and I'm bringing, normally I wouldn't be matching complexions on anywhere, but do you find that it's because people think, or if you're light skinned, then you have better opportunity, and there have been studies to show that, which is horrible. But do you feel that you get more roles or better roles, or you don't find that?
I don't.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't find that.
That's
Because,
good.
Excuse me. I think it's just
That's
it's
good.
without talent.
That's
and that's
good.
one thing that
I love it.
I'm
Yes.
gonna continue to push
Yes.
instead of the way I look,
That's
how
right.
my hair looks
Yeah.
or my skin complexion.
Yeah.
I have a
Sure.
talent.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And it's gonna outshine
That's right.
everything that you think negative.
That's
of me.
right.
So
Yes.
And I love it.
Amen.
So
Yes.
when you think about your perfect role, like you're waiting for that call, not waiting because you're still pursuing and you're just going on about your everyday life, but what would be that perfect role, that call? Listen, this is such and such on the phone. I have this role for you. What is that?
I don't even want to say it.
Why? Speak it to
Because-
existence.
Not that I don't want to speak it into existence, because God is, I have such a big God. I don't want to limit him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to say like, oh, if Tyler Perry called me or if David E. Talbot called me.
But you wouldn't be upset.
No, I wouldn't be upset because I want to let God know I'm open to what he has for me. But I don't want to limit it to what, because I don't, like,
That's a
say
good
I
point.
say those names and then God's looking like, well, I had so-and-so and
Right.
so-and-so for you.
Right.
I had, Martin Scorsese.
Right.
Call you.
Yeah.
But you said Tyler
Right,
Perry.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to limit
So how
God.
about one of your
So
favorite
I don't
roles?
even want to
You
limit
don't
it.
want to?
I'm just
Okay.
like, Lord, I just open
But
myself
that's
up to
but
whatever
that's
you
a
have
good
for me
point. That's a
right
good
now.
point.
Whatever you have for me, I'm ready. Take me where you need me to go. And that's
Okay,
all I'm
Ursula,
gonna say
you
about that.
Okay, and I respect
you
that.
make me feel bad.
I
because-
know, but go ahead. Just
I mean,
say what you
it's
gonna
the
say
truth.
before she
It's the
said
sad same thing I do,
Yeah.
because whatever God has for me, it is for me. He's gonna open big doors for me.
Yeah.
But I'm more into CSI, Miami, and
Okay.
I'm
that's
into
a good
crime
one.
fighting scenes and want to investigate. I love stuff like that. So
Okay.
I mean, it may be
So
some-
television.
television.
Okay.
Also television.
So you
I want that series to keep going. It's like
that residual check.
yes, give me that money.
Even when it's off, you still.
I want
Yes.
it all, Lord.
Give me that money.
I
And
want
I
the
can see that.
television, I want the film, I want the stage, I want all of
Everything.
it.
See, you gotta claim it. You
I
guys are.
want-
We getting it.
Yeah.
But you
It's
want
coming.
that coat. You want that white coat, in there in the
She
corner.
want the
of
empire.
this.
She
I
want
be
the
like-
empire.
And they said
Right.
And
Because
the
some of
results.
them have humor.
Yes.
You know, when you look at CSI, okay. All right, Dag, I don't have no hookups, Dag. You know.
It's coming. It's coming.
So when I get hookups, I'll make sure I hook you guys up.
No problem. Give me a call.
So we.
Need to play something.
I know that's
Let me
right.
know.
I know that's right.
Call me now.
I have a book that I've been thinking about turning into a play, so I will definitely talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Because when people read this, I did a novel some years back, and people read it, and they were like, it seemed like, I could see them, like it seemed like a movie, or have you ever thought about that? And then I hadn't. So then I started, right, so it got you got my juices flowing. So
that's right.
I definitely, somebody got to start from somewhere.
That's right.
You gotta start somewhere.
Somewhere. Like you say,
That's
crawl
right.
before you walk.
Right, exactly.
Babies don't just come out the womb. walking
Exactly.
That's right.
So I know there's good in acting.
Yeah.
You love acting. This is your passion. This is what you want to do.
Yes.
But there's also a downside, or do you guys even see it as a downside to acting? Because you can't, it's always an up or a down, or do you see it? See, you guys are working. So you might be like, girl, I don't have a downside.
I guess it would be a downside if I wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I just push it to the side. But
Yeah.
no, I don't see it as a downside because it's always going to be an up and down. You're always going to have people doing this, and you may just have a moment where you don't have anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you may need just that downtime
Yeah.
for yourself just to recuperate because something else is about to pop off and you about to be
Yeah.
moving along pretty
Right.
quick again. So
And then like anything else is good sides and bad sides. It's always a downside to the industry, period. Because there are always somebody out there want to take advantage.
Okay.
You know,
And that's what I wanted to
they
talk
claim that they're going to pay you and this, that, and the other. You sign contracts, and next thing you know, you put the show on, nobody in the audience. And then
Yes.
time to get paid, they can't pay you because nobody came to the show, and this, that, and the other. So it's always going to be some
Like not honoring their
downsides.
word and their
Yeah,
contract.
it's, just always,
Yeah.
it's always some people out here that's just always got to get over on
Get over
people.
artists.
So
Yes.
you got to be careful with that. You just like I said, I just stay prayerful.
Yeah.
prayed up.
Prayed up, and like I always pray about the character before I do it. Or
Yeah.
Before I work with anybody, because I thank God for the arsenal of playwrights that I do
Yeah.
work for, that I they do call me on a regular.
So how, and you guys are saying that you work so much. I didn't realize you guys work. Like, do you ever have downtime, or are you just going with the plays?
No, I do have downtime. I do.
Okay.
I don't have downtime
Look, Tammy
now.
looking at you like, I
Yeah,
don't.
downtime.
What's
Wow.
that?
Only reason why I
I
have
ain't
downtime
had
because I have a
downtime.
5-year-old, and that's
Okay.
the only reason why I have downtime, because I make myself have downtime. because
Okay.
I have to take care of him, and before
Yeah.
it's like I'm
Understandable.
always leaving him home, or I want
Yeah.
to take him with me, and I can't take him with me because we got to rehearse, and it'd be late
Yeah.
night. He's sleepy, he's tired, cranky. You know how
Yeah.
little kids do. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't make myself as busy as I want to be. But trust and believe, honey. He will be on my hip, like my back pocket.
know that's
Whereas
right.
I don't have those
Right.
those
You can
challenges.
do, right.
I'm single. I'm no kids, which is planned that way.
Right.
Because I know my lifestyle.
Right.
And since I refuse to give up my lifestyle, I choose this route to
Right.
do it, so I can do play after play after play, because I don't have anybody to
Right.
be responsible for tucking anybody in bed,
Right.
and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yes, mommy do.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So,
I don't
but
have to be mommy dearest.
how do you, and I know how you do, but how do you guys get your roles? Like, how do people know about you? Like, are you already so well known in Baltimore that they're like, Tammi, Ursula, I have this role for you? Or do you go through the audition process? Is it a word of mouth? How do you?
It's both.
It's
Okay.
both. It's both.
I know Tammy's famous. I don't care what nobody say. She's famous. She in 3 plays, y'all. Like I said, y'all hear me say I said 3 plays. Well, for me, I know it's about word of mouth because I know Tammy, and I've done plays with another playwright, Ursula Battle. And when I did,
And she's coming on next week.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Ursula number 2.
And shout out Sherelle if you're watching. It's so funny. I have a friend, and she
Yes,
said, "Wait a
Sherelle.
minute." She saw the ad for the show, and she said, "I know Ursula. I did a play with her." I said, "It's a small world."
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's about word of mouth also, and it's like I do have to go through auditions.
Yes.
Okay.
I post a lot of auditions on my Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will be there. If I can go, I'm going, and I'll making my way downtown. No, I'm just kidding. But I do that all the time. Sorry.
Yeah, because it's just it's people have gotten to the point now where they send me auditions. So
Oh,
they
wow.
don't want to post them.
Wow.
So people just look on my page. They're like, "Oh, it's an audition. Let me go ahead. Tammy, you want audition? Yeah, I'm audition."
So you're not stingy with it.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
I love the shell.
I love it, and that's one of my main. That's one of my main soapbox stances, to not be selfish with the things that are offered to you. And that leads me to the next one. Like, do you guys mentor young actors? Because and mentorship is extremely important to me. I think we should always reach back and pull back. Do you guys do any of?
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a little group of people
I just
mentor.
look up to her. So,
Okay.
but it's
So she mentors you. There
She
you go.
does, even though she don't realize that she does. And it's like even with young kids at my church and like my nephew and everybody who want to do it, it's like I have to tell them, you have to remember, you have to stay focused, because sometimes you can go in thinking that you're gonna get a part, but if you playing around, you're not paying attention, you're not following directions, they quick to cut you. It's like that's one thing. Like the main thing, pay attention, follow directions, be on time. Time is of the essence. I do not. That's one of my pet peeves. People come to rehearsals late and think it's all games. No, you taking up my time.
You coming to work.
Right, I'm coming to do my job. Even though I'm not getting paid for it with coins, I'm getting paid with the applause.
Listen,
it's like you gotta be on time.
Listen, I mean, that's real.
Listen,
that's real. Listen to what they're saying.
Yes, because I have a little group of. I didn't even know I was mentoring them, so I was unofficially mentoring them. But
the people are watching you. Ursula just said she is
on my page and like, and then they were like, "Dr. Tammy, you gonna audition for this one? You gonna audition for that? So you posted this." I was like, "No, wait a minute. I don't audition for everything. I'm just posting them so you guys can see them.
Yeah.
So if you see something that fits you or you think that you're able to do, go for it. Don't wait on me because you want to go because I'm gonna go. Do you?
Right.
So I didn't even know I was even mentoring them. So now
you are
I'm officially mentoring them.
Wow,
now.
yeah.
You are being watched.
And I was going to ask you guys, what advice would you give? You gave perfect advice. Be on time, be prepared to work, show up, be prepared to work, and follow instructions.
That's like,
and be dependable, because nobody's going to hire you if you are not dependable. If they don't know, I think she's coming. I don't know if she's coming. She said she was coming. She's on her way. She had a flat tire. Her dog died.
No, the dog. I'm sorry. I have a dog. I love her.
But you can't have a flat tire every day, every rehearsal. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about mishaps that happen, but it can't be an excuse every day. That's for acting. That's for real life.
And I know
if
that's
you want
what
anybody to
directors
take
look for.
if you want anybody to take you seriously in anything that you do, show up prepared, ready to work, and be on time, because people look at that.
Yes,
they do.
If you be consistent,
Yeah, you
I'm
want
telling
time.
you will start off. One advice I always give to my mentees: you might start off with not even a role, not even any words. You just an extra sitting on a bench. But if you start there, that don't mean you have to stay there.
Say it again.
Because if that director or playwright see you coming constantly and on time and you on your game, you can go in a snap of a finger from no lines to being a lead person.
Why? Because you're dependable and you're there, and you look like you're ready to work.
Amen.
Like a lot of professional singers say that. They say they didn't have a deal, they didn't have people didn't know them. They asked if they could sit in the studio all day. They wrote songs, or they just sat there waiting for their moment, because you have the artists that come in later, they're not doing it. So if somebody sees you, they're not hiring you, but somebody sees you come every single day, you're diligent, you're serious about wanting to make it,
Yes.
eventually they're gonna come around to you.
That's right.
Yes.
You know, they're
right.
going to recognize that. But people are watching when you think people aren't watching.
Yes, 'cause
Everybody doesn't say everything
yes.
and anything, but they're
They're
watching.
Because I always hear that
That's
at church.
right.
Shout out to my church, Perfecting Prayer and Praise Ministries.
Amen.
But they're very fine pastors. Pastor Randy and Grace Span.
The doors are open.
The doors are open.
Always.
But yeah, for a while I was the president of the drama ministry,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to thank them because that kept me going in this acting field. Because I knew that I had, like you said, kids watching you,
Yeah.
and kids looking up to you, and like, oh, Sister Tammi doing this, she's doing this, she's in another play. Oh my God, you know, and so it makes them want to do
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
So it's just a beautiful thing.
Because
I just
sometimes
love
you're
it.
mentoring and you're showing without saying anything.
Saying a word.
They're
Without
looking
saying
at
a
how
word.
you are.
Yes.
So I mean, you guys gave wonderful advice.
Thank
You know, and that just natural, just from who you are.
Oh.
All right. So you want to play a game real quick?
Sure.
Let's play again.
Okay. So let's do some fake nominations for our own award show.
All right.
Okay. So we have a few categories. So top 3 movies.
Okay. Purple Rain.
Okay.
It's hard.
Purple
That's a
Rain.
hard one.
I've seen that. When that came out, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen it. Okay, Purple Rain.
Please forgive me for this. Norbit.
I love Norbit. Where's Respucia? How you doing?
How you doing?
I love Norbit.
My son. Oh, my
no.
gosh.
I'm gonna shout out Siobhan. Siobhan, you still have to see Norbit. She borrowed my DVD like years ago, and she keeps saying I need to watch it.
DVD?
But
What is that?
Right.
It's
so
always on your phone.
right. So Purple Rain, Norbit. Okay.
One more good movie.
And he didn't win for Eddie Murphy didn't win for Dreamgirls with
Nope.
Jimmy because of Norbit.
Yeah.
Because it came out during the same season.
See, they
But I
can't take
like
him
Norbit.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't take him serious.
But Jimmy got sold. He played that part though.
Yes,
he
he
still
did.
should have got it.
Yes, he did.
I don't. Do I? Is
Okay.
this me?
No, Tammi.
No, I would have to go like West Side Story.
Okay.
What else movies
That was a good movie.
Yeah, and just like you said, Raising in the Sun,
Sun.
those kind of ones like that.
That
just,
move you.
Just
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
And I would say what's that other? Yeah, Raisin. That's right.
Okay.
Same
So
one.
this question might have some of the same answers. Well, not your answers, but her. The top plays.
The Raisin in the Sun. I saw that with Florida Evans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
yeah.
think of the name.
Yeah. Esther Roll.
Esther Roll.
Esther
Ooh,
Roll.
Esther Soul.
That's the role.
Please. Raisin. I would, wow.
My best play.
Well, I just saw Chicago with Brandy. She was like the
Oh,
bomb
I think-
on
how was
Broadway.
that?
She was the bomb. She was
my
amazing.
goodness.
I never
Yeah,
listened
so
to
I
that.
saw
Oh, my
that. So that
goodness.
was a good one. Raisin in the
It's just
Sun
so
when they
many.
remade it. That was good
Yeah,
too.
it is just
It's
so many
good
So many
plays.
good, yes.
Yeah.
Because when I saw Cecily Tyson in that Bountiful, I mean.
Oh, that was
I
a trip to
like,
Bountiful.
oh
that
my
was really
goodness.
good.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Yeah.
it just took my breath away. And then I saw Motown. That was good.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that was good.
It was the one with. It's years ago. They did a story about Phyllis Hyman.
Oh,
yeah, with the
I
whistles?
wanted to
Yes.
see
Yeah,
that.
and the beat goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
Yes.
name of that.
Yes.
I
That's
saw that,
exactly what it
and
was.
the name of that.
I love Phyllis Hyman. That's why I went there, and I
Yes.
was like, man.
But they doing the Phyllis Hyman play.
They're gonna have you playing Phyllis Hyman, girl. I can see it.
Oh,
I see it.
Yeah, it's funny you should say
I
that. 'cause
see it.
I sang one of her songs at
Which
a friend's
one?
wedding. It was a wedding song.
Ooh.
It was a wedding song, and it
You
was
know what,
like-
she
You gonna
Hello.
sing? You gonna sing
It
at the
was called
end?
I'm
You gonna
Truly
sing at the end of
Yours.
this show a
It
little
was
bit?
called "I'm Truly Yours."
Ooh,
but,
okay. All right, yeah, we gonna get you.
But they
You
having
can
it
sing
at the
too.
at the Arena
No,
Players.
okay, I'm sorry.
They what?
Arena Players right now has a play about Phyllis Hyman.
Oh, I want to
It's
go.
called
I didn't know.
Flowers for Phyllis.
Oh, when
Oh,
does
wow.
it end? Can you?
It ends on the 27th.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
going.
We had to go
I'm
see
going
that.
for
'Cause I'm going
sure.
this Sunday.
Oh, I'm going.
All right.
I'm going. So thanks for that.
Flowers for Phyllis. Shout out to Arena Players.
All right.
Arena
Yeah, I
Players.
love Arena Players. I love that theater. I take my
Yes.
kids there a lot. I love that. All right, so Best Picture Award just for the movies that have been out this year to make it
Oh,
easy.
this year. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. This is
Please
hard.
forgive
This
me.
year. You don't
Inside
have to
Out.
forget. Oh, that was because she got a 5-year-old.
Oh my
so
God,
yeah.
I forgot.
Okay.
It's the Minions. I'm sorry. I love cartoons.
My nephew would love
animated.
you. My nephew would love that you said the Minions.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Tammy gonna say something real deep and
No, I ain't gonna say
introspective.
nothing real deep.
Okay, which one?
So far, with Perfect Guy was good for me.
Okay. I'll take
You
that.
talking about just this year?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, just this year. Okay, so best actor for this
Oh, I'm
year.
sorry. I know
Okay,
which
what?
one. I know which one really, really touched my heart. The War Room.
Oh, I
haven't
want to
seen
see
that.
that. I
Oh,
haven't
my
seen
goodness.
that yet.
Oh, y'all
They
gotta
said
see
But
that.
that was number one. How
Y'all
about
gotta
prayer?
see
How
that
about
one,
prayer?
okay?
A praying movie is number one.
Right.
Yes.
That's like crazy.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Thank you.
I want to
Yes.
see that.
And you know the new one coming out called Captive.
It's coming. No, I didn't hear about that.
It's coming out. Is it this Friday? Is it today? Is either today or
The
next
same.
Friday?
The same.
No, it's still like a Christian. Like,
Oh,
movie,
okay.
Oh,
And
no, I
it's called
didn't
Captive. It happened
Now,
like a
was
few
that-
years back. when
Now
they-
is that the same? I'm sorry. Go
That's the
ahead.
one where the lady was held captive. It
Yes.
was like a.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Caucasian lady held
Yeah.
captive by African American.
I think I heard of that.
Because David Oyelowo plays the part.
I think I heard of that. Is that? Did you see the movie Courageous?
Yes.
Was that's the same that
Same
did War
kind of-
Room,
yeah,
right?
yes,
That same.
yes.
That movie was powerful.
Yes.
A lot of people.
Courageous. I love that. And I love the first one they put out, Fireproof.
Yes,
Oh, I didn't
had
see all of
one.
that. I know what you're talking about. I
Oh
want to
my
see
goodness.
that. I didn't
was
see that.
Really, like,
We had
I
a
wanna
movie
see that.
show, a movie night at our church for
Yes.
that.
Oh, I need to. I need to, and
Yes.
I've been saying that, so I'm gonna get that.
Yes,
Fireproof came with a little book where it was fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
exercises.
minute! I think we did that in a group.
Yes.
Wait
You
a
probably
minute.
did.
Yes, I think we did. Because it was part of church, and they had this couple had. Yes, that was what it
Yes.
was called. I
It
did.
was the guy that used to play. Was it Give Me a Break? Was he? Was he Give
Yes.
Me a Break or change?
No,
one of
no,
those
no, no.
stories.
No.
Growing Pains or.
Oh, you talking about Kirk Cameron?
Yes, I
Mhm.
did see that. I'm
Well,
sorry,
yes,
I did
yes,
see
I
that.
know.
When you said it came with a book and all that, I did
Yes.
see that. That was good.
That was so awesome. I mean, so
Yeah.
that kind of started this trend,
Okay.
the trend of the biblical
Yeah.
movies
Yes.
going really
Yeah.
big at the box office.
That's major.
Yes.
That's big. And they talk about they want to take God out of schools and all of that. Like people
Don't
need
do that.
God.
We do.
Like in this day and time, people
Yes.
need the word. Like
Really need
really.
We really
But
need
it's
it.
you don't love
Okay.
God? What's
Right.
wrong
Oh,
with
that's
you?
my song. What's wrong with you? That's in the car now. That's my song. I love Mary, Erica, Karen, Tina. But okay, your best actor for 2015. We'll make it easy.
Samuel L. Jackson.
What, for 2015? Why are you saying please forgive me?
Because he has a raunchy mouth. And
all
of them.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's what people say. Pulp Fiction.
All of them.
What about you? The best actor and actress? Yeah, an actress.
Go back to actress in 2015. Ursula
I knew she was
Waters.
gonna say that. I knew it.
I know.
I knew it.
I like Sanaa.
I know. Okay.
Sanaa lady.
I know. That's my girl. That I love me. I mean, all her movies, I love them. I just because I can
she's
just
an
feel
actress.
it. She's
Yes.
very good, you know. And I think the perfect guy is going to take her to that next level for other people other than African Americans who know. We know her
Yes,
movies. We
yes.
watch and love
We- like I said, we
Basketball,
know her
Brown
work.
Sugar.
We know
But
her
a
work.
lot of African American, a lot of people other than African American, they don't know.
No.
Exactly.
They know that pretty girl that was in a show, but they don't know. So,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. The best cry in a movie, television show, or play. We'll just make it simple.
Let's cry.
Like
oh
who
my
can
goodness.
cry on cue?
Ursula
ugly
Waters.
cry.
Ursula
You know
Waters.
Cry.
You know what?
Yes.
Cry.
I don't. Ursula Waters.
Anyway,
See, I can't cry.
besides
on cue.
you, who can do a good
Yeah.
cry?
Tammi Rogers.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Funny.
All right, so we're winding down. So, any final words for our viewers?
I just want to promote the new play that we're.
No, that's at the end.
Oh.
That's it. Final words. We're gonna get your shout out now.
I was rushing. Final words.
I'm mad. I act like your mother. I kind of hit
I know,
your
like-
hand.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. I got a few plays coming out. Yeah.
We do that at the end.
Final
After
words.
you sing.
It's,
Final words.
stay focused.
Oh yeah, stay focused.
do not let anybody tell you that you cannot do what you want to do. Do the
That's
positive
right.
and do your talent and
Yes.
just push forward, because my thing is it's going to come. You have to be patient.
Patient. You have to be patient.
You talking about
Yes.
Dream Girl?
You have to be
You just be
patient.
patient and just remember that somebody is watching you. To remember to be on time.
to
Just
show
come
up.
with, and just
Show
come
up.
with your A game.
Come
It's
with-
like,
yes.
don't worry about how many people in the room.
Wait a minute. Don't worry about nobody else. Worry about you.
Yeah, don't worry
because
about-
you can't control nobody else and when they're not there.
Exactly. And so you walk into a room to the audition, you see all these people. Don't even worry about it. Just do you, and you show them what you got, and you can make everybody else disappear.
Amen.
right.
Yes,
You bring your
Right.
A, you bring your A
They don't
game.
see nobody
They don't
but
see
you.
nobody else but you. And so when it's time to pick who they want, they're gonna be, no, what about that girl that came in with
Yeah.
that big presence? You
I don't know her name yet, but she,
Find her paperwork.
Right.
Find her paperwork.
She the one with the shaved side.
Yeah.
I always
that
say
one that
go.
came in.
You know how people say go hard or go home.
That's
I say
right.
go hard or stay home.
That's
Don't even come out.
right.
Don't even if you're not gonna give your A and all your all,
And
just
that's
stay
what
home.
I say. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Yeah,
Because if you think you can't do it,
you can.
you're right. If you think you can do it, you're right.
Thoughts and words are powerful.
Yes.
Okay, so when you guys, because I already know, I got to bring some shades next time. So when you look at your future, what does it look like for Tammi and for Ursula?
As I told Tammi last night, she is my manager. We is going to be living, and I did say we is going to be living on a house on a hill, and we going to be making money. Amen.
Ching,
But we're
ching.
going to be doing
Getting that
what we
coin.
really like
Love to
and
do.
love to do.
And we going to love to get up every morning to go to work.
Yes.
And that's really to
I'm
evoke
looking for that
emotion
day.
from people,
I'm
right?
looking for that day to be able to want to get up and go to work.
Okay, so you guys both have full-time jobs.
Yes.
Okay, this is what I want to say. You can do it with a full-time job, with a 5-year-old, with other things in your life. If you really want to do it, stop making excuses, and that's with anything in life. You can do it. Don't say, oh, I work full-time. I can't. She just told you she worked full-time, got 3 plays. She just told you she has a 5-year-old and has 2 plays, and she's still bringing home the bacon, still working.
Yes.
So if you really want to do it, you make time for what you want to make time for.
that's
So
what-
stop the
that's the
excuses.
saying.
That's my
Yes.
pet peeve.
Yes.
You make time for what you love
That's
to do,
right.
and that's what I love
So
to
stop
do.
making excuses.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. Give your
Okay.
shout outs, ma'am.
I can do it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Me and Tammi, we are in a new play I'm starring, written by Ursula Battle. It's called My Big Fat Fabulous
Ghetto
Ghetto
Fabulous.
Wedding. I
And
said
again,
it wrong.
she's gonna
I
be
said
here
it wrong.
next
Wait a
week.
minute. My Big Fat Ghetto Fabulous Wedding.
PHAT.
PHAT.
Pretty
Yeah.
hot and tempting.
Yes, because I am pretty hot and tempted. It's December the 19th, the 20th, down at the John Hopkins Turner Auditorium. I don't know why I couldn't say this. See, we reading, it's like, I can't read lines. No, but I'm just kidding. But no, we have tickets available, so you can give us a call.
Or you can give
Oh.
Unified Voices a call.
Yeah,
Hopkins call.
give Unified Voices of John Hopkins a call. They will be glad to give you a ticket. I'm not giving out my name.
That's right. And Ursula, the other Ursula, the playwright Ursula, will be here next week, so
Yes.
she'll give you
Yes.
more information about
Yes.
that.
Oh,
So
yes.
what do you have in front of you, Miss Tammi?
I have a play that we're working on. We just got the cast together, and it's going to be called Wounded. And it's by 3D Productions. Shout out to Derek Dixon. And so right now we had to push the date back because it was going to be next month, but he finally got the cast that he's looking for. So now it's just like starting over, so now we're starting from ground zero kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'll let you know when we have the dates, and I'll make sure you get a card and everything for it. But it's going to be awesome. I get to play one of the starring roles.
Okay. Once again.
And
Yes.
this is a play like I've never had to do before. It's so many layers that I'm
Love
going
it.
to show
Love it.
about myself. I'm at to dig deep for this one, y'all. But it's going to be wonderful because in this play, everybody has secrets.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
So when the secrets come out,
And you
you'll
peel back
be
those
surprised.
Oh, I'm
so
excited.
you'll be surprised by all the secrets that come out.
Yes,
So
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait. And then I have another play by
Look, she just-
Anita D. Foster that's called When It Rains, It Pours. So she just sent me the script for that one. So
Okay.
she doesn't have a date for that yet.
Okay.
But and then of course Ursula V. Battles, My Big Fat Ghetto Fabulous Wedding, coming this December. Make sure you get your tickets. The play is already half sold, so you need to get your tickets now. Do not wait for December.
Do not wait till next
do
week.
not, do not wait because the show is already half sold. So
Well, I'm going to tell you guys right now, and thank you. I'm going to tell you guys right now, You better catch them because they're about to be on the big screen. They're about to be in your on your favorite television show.
As they say, we about to blow up.
They're about to blow. I'm telling you, y'all can say, all right, so now when you on CSI and you and Martin Scorsese's film, are y'all going to come back to Conversations?
Yes.
Okay, because
we coming back.
Don't act too
No, this our hometown,
okay,
man.
I was gonna say,
I'm coming back.
I don't do internet radio show. Okay.
This is my hometown.
All right,
This
so
is
you
how we
guys
get
heard
started. This is how this is what put us
Okay.
on.
So
Okay.
she representing.
Okay.
We gonna
All right.
represent.
Yes.
Yes, we gonna shake on that. That was a verbal
All right.
contract.
Right.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you guys, I see your future is so bright.
Oh, wow,
I mean,
thank you.
it's so bright. You guys are really talented. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here, and I have to say that because if y'all knew me for 2 seconds, you know I don't be telling no stories. I don't
Ain't
tell
got
no
to lie,
tales. They ain't got
Craig.
to
Ain't got to
lie.
lie.
But you guys really are talented. And you really are good at what you do. And I just want to say, really keep pushing on. I know you're already going to do that, so it's just confirmation for you. But keep doing it, whatever your dreams and goals are, whatever that plateau, even if you have one, that ceiling, that sky, beyond that, you're going to achieve it. I know it.
Thank
I
you.
know it.
Thank you.
And because you're right with God,
Yes.
you have the talent, and you guys have nice personalities. People don't realize that take you far. A good actor with a nasty
That's
attitude,
true.
they don't want you
That
on
is
my.
true.
They don't want you on their project.
That's true.
So okay, well I thank you guys for joining me on
you.
Conversations
Thank
with
you for
Kendell and
inviting
Lenice.
us.
Thank you. Okay, so think about what your gifts are and what you have and the challenges you may face as you pursue your goals. It is worth the struggle, trust me. Yet, anything worth having, it doesn't come easily. Hard work and perseverance makes the dream work. Bottom line, you can be whoever or whatever you want out of life, but first you have to want it. Yes. Then you have to go for it with all your might. Like I said, go hard or don't even come out the house. Don't come. So, Tammy, you want to sing?
Please.
Take us out a little bit.
What y'all want me
Fill
to
a
sing?
time in something.
Oh Lord, fill us time.
Or sing whatever.
I got to sing a
And thank
little
you
bit
for
of that
tuning
little wedding
in.
song.
Until next time, peace.
The name of
Remember, you are a star, so don't let anyone dim your shine. I just want to say it because I wanted to give it to you.
And
Go
the,
in
the
now.
name of the Phyllis Hyman song is "I'm Truly Yours."
Okay.
And she starts it in such a pretty song. She says, "And with this ring, I do thee wed. The sacred words have all been said. Baby, when I told you I was truly yours, I wasn't joking.
Come on now.
I wasn't playing. I knew exactly what I was saying.
Woo.
I meant every word. From the bottom of my heart, I meant it every word. Put my whole life in it, gave you my all.
All right now. She gave me the clippers. you are Phyllis. You need to think about that. So tell the people after that how they can reach you on social media real quick.
Okay, you can reach me on social media at Tammi Rogers, TammiRogers on Facebook. You can also go to my website. It is actor Tammi Rogers, so it's ActorTammiRogers.com. Or you can hit me up on my email, actorTammiRogers@gmail.com.
Or that girl can sing.com.
Yeah, look, that's right. I'm Urssula-Mz Hollywood, MZ Hollywood on Facebook, on Facebook, and that's on Facebook. On Instagram, I am Ms. Hollywood 7, and on Twitter, I am Ms. Hollywood 77. Also 73 on Twitter. See, I got social media. Ms. Hollywood 73 on Instagram and Ms. Hollywood 7 on Twitter. Okay. And you can also email me MsHollywood@gmail.com.
Okay, very good. And you can reach me at livingtruelivingyou.com. Also, check out my Facebook page, livingtruelivingyou.com. livingtruelivingyou/life coaching. And I'm also having an event October 17th, Make It Visual event. It's a vision board and empowerment workshop. So you can get your tickets right through Eventbrite on my Facebook page. So check it out, Day of Empowerment. That's what I'm about. So until next time again, peace, y'all.
Peace.
Thank you for watching.
I can't do all
Love
that.
y'all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You a nut. You know that?
You all too. Can I get your autograph, man?
Yeah, can I get your